welcome back to Sincerely Melody. It has been a while since I put a video up, and feeling like it's the first time all over again. We just had a few setbacks and trying to get back in the swing of things. And instead of getting back into my life story, which I will continue and tie it all in together, I just wanted to give a little testimony devotion today for you. In the time that we have not been able to record, and I did post a apology video and told a little bit about why we haven't been able to record again. But just in case you didn't see that, we had just scheduling conflicts and sickness in my videographer's home, and we weren't able to. But in that time, to say that I have faced some things would be kind of an understatement. And so one of the reasons for the name Sincerely Melody is because one of the things that people both love and hate about me is the fact that I am just honest. And one of the reasons that I am honest is because if we are honest about the things that we go through, then we are able to help those that are around us, because every single one of us needs some encouragement and needs some strength, and it's because we all go through some things. And in these past few months, man, I've had some times where I've been thankful that we couldn't coordinate some time to do videos because I just didn't feel it. I've had some times where I've just questioned God and not, we always feel so bad whenever we say that, but we go through those times, where we just ask why, where we wonder what He's doing. And I just want this video to be something that tells you that that's okay. Because so often we are made to feel bad whenever we question God or whenever we question things that are going on around us. And God has shown me repeatedly that He's not afraid of your questions. He's not afraid of my questions. He's not afraid of my doubts and my fears, my tears that I cry over and over and over again. And He's not afraid of yours either. And in the midst of just getting through a dark time, my family had the opportunity to go to Disneyland, my husband and I and our 3 kids. And I can't really say that that's ever been a desire of mine, but it's something that my kids have just wanted to do, so we made it happen. And we honestly had the best family vacation we've ever had, and I'm so glad that we took the time to do that. But so we actually had a 3-day vacation. The first day was my favorite because we went to the beach, and the second day we went to California Adventure, and it was all bright and sunshiny both days, maybe a little bit of a breeze. But the third day was our day at Disneyland, and it started off sunny, and we had so much fun. And then around noon, it started raining, and it didn't stop. And we weren't really prepared for that, because whenever I would talk to people that go to Disneyland all the time, they would say, oh, it's okay whenever it rains in Disneyland, because we had seen the forecast. They would say, oh, it just sprinkles a little bit and then it lets up, and you'll have a blast because most people will leave because they don't like the rain, and you'll be able to get on all the rides. That part was true. However, nobody told me that I would need rain boots for my whole family. And our feet were soaking wet, and it would have been very, very easy to just go home, except for it was already all paid for. So we were there. So we were in it for the long haul. And so we all just determined to make the best of it. We had to cover our stroller with the ponchos, actually, that we bought for ourselves. So we went with the only one that wore a poncho, I think, was my middle son. And so we just made the most of it, though, and we really did have a blast. We got to ride everything that we wanted to ride. We got to do everything we wanted to do, except for we weren't really hungry for all of the good food because we were just freezing cold. But as we were coming home from that trip, I just got to thinking about it, and I thought, so often in life we separate misery, I guess, from happiness, and we think that the two can't correlate, or we think that we can't be both sad and joyous, and because the two are so opposite, we can't make them work together in our own minds in life. And I think one of the things that stood out to me the most as I was going home and just, reliving every moment in my mind was what came to my mind was it is possible to be both miserable and happy at the same time. It seems like it's impossible. Like I'm saying something that is ridiculous because the two are complete opposites. But as we were walking through Disneyland, I'm not going to lie, I was miserable in my body, and I hate the feeling of water being in my socks and shoes and being freezing cold. And the older that I get, I feel like the cold just goes straight through me and I can't get warm after I'm cold. And so I did not like that aspect of it. And if I could go back and just choose, if God would have let me choose the perfect weather for our time at Disneyland, my kids' first time being there, I hadn't been since I was a teenager, I would have chosen about, 60s, maybe a slight breeze, but sunny, so there's that warmth there. I definitely would not have chosen the rain. So I didn't like it. But I was surrounded by the people that I love the most. And I was seeing them enjoy the day, enjoy being able to ride rides, being able to just be happy and free and joyous, and not have to worry about getting their schoolwork done and, all of the things, the chores that we just get bogged down with life. And so being able to go on vacation and just be able to enjoy yourselves, enjoy your family is just such a great and overwhelmingly joyous feeling. And the two did come together. And I realized that it was because of the rain that we will remember this time. And it's like that in life. There are still some things right now that I'm facing, that I'm going through, prayers that I've prayed that seem to be going unanswered. That's life. That's the way life goes. Every single one of us are going to go through some things that we don't understand. We're going to face the rains of this life, so to say, and it's not going to feel very good. But the danger comes whenever we let the negative feelings make it to where we can't even enjoy today. And I've been there as well, where all I could see was the negative. But if we pay attention to some things that are right here in the Bible for us, we'll see that we're not the only ones. I have continuously thought of David in these past few months. And that's why I can tell you that God's not afraid of your tears. David was labeled a man after God's own heart, even though he made mistakes. And even though there were times that he himself questioned God and he didn't understand why he was having to face some things and go through the harsh trials of life. He could easily, and he did, say things like, God, why am I going through this? I've done everything that I can to serve you. I have lived my life for you, and yet here I am hiding in caves, running for my life, whenever I won't even touch the Lord's anointed because he's yours. And that's just what we do. We justify ourselves. I've done this and I have been faithful, and me, and we put the focus on ourselves. God's not afraid of that. However, every time that you see David questioning and you see David asking why, and you see him in turmoil and trouble, he always goes back to God and lets him know, my faith is still in you. I still trust you. And so it's important that you don't be afraid to pour out your heart to God. But then always force yourself to say, okay, but I trust you. Even though I don't understand right now, I trust you. I was going to read Psalm 43 so that we can see a little bit about other people going through the same exact things. So Psalm 43 says, judge me, O God, and plead my cause against an ungodly nation. Oh, deliver me from the deceitful and unjust man. And here you see in just one verse, the focus is on me. Judge me. Don't you see who I am? Plead my cause against an ungodly nation. Tell them who I am. Let them see what I've been doing right, and stop them from continuing to come against me and defeat me. For thou art the God of my strength. Why dost thou cast me off? Why go I mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? And so here you see the two things that I was saying earlier, that he's acknowledging, you are the God of my strength. But where are you? Why are you casting me off? Why are you not listening to me? Why are my prayers going unheeded? Why go I mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? We've all been in this place where we are just downcast because of what's going on around us, because of the rain, so to say. And here we are seeing that we're not alone in this, that it's not just a me thing, it's not just a you thing, but it happens to every single one of us. But then he says, oh, send out thy light and thy truth. Key word there, truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me unto thy holy hill and to thy tabernacle. Then will I go unto the altar of God, unto God my exceeding joy. Yea, upon the harp I will praise thee, O God, my God. Why art thou cast down, O my soul, and why art thou disquieted within me? Hope in God, for I shall yet praise him, who is the health of my countenance and my God. So through this whole Psalm 43, go read it. Go examine what is being said here. It's exactly what I've been trying to tell you is it's okay. It's okay to go to God and say, God, why is this happening to me right now? I don't understand. I don't see your path. Let him be your heavenly Father. Whenever my kids come to me and I can see the outcome already of what they're facing, I don't cast them away and say, hey, you're ridiculous for feeling the way that you're feeling. This is going to turn out fine. No, I let them cry because I know that they're feeling the effects of whatever is going on around them right now. And they're not able to see yet that they're going to come through it. And it's the same thing with God. God's saying, child, come to me. Tell me your heart. Tell me your fears. Tell me your doubts. I want to hear it. Even though I know I'm going to work it all out for your good, I still want to hear. But in the end of it, in the end of that anguishing cry, be able to force yourself to say, okay, I've laid out my feelings. I've laid out my doubts. I've laid out my fears. God hears me. Remind yourself, God hears you. It may not feel like it right now. You may not be able to see it. But remind yourself, why are you so down, oh my soul? Why are you oppressed by the enemy? Remember to put your hope in God. Tell yourself that. Remember, Melody, you got to put your hope in God. You see, because He sees the bigger picture, whereas I can just see right now. And right now, it feels like the rain is just pouring down. And it's making everything cloudy and muggy, and we don't like it. But what God is doing may be adding a little bit of watercolor to your picture. Whenever you see somebody that's sketching, a lot of times they make some smudges to make it look better. It looks ridiculous to those of us who aren't artists. I can't sit here and draw something and smudge it and make it look better. But God can. And He is making a beautiful picture of my life right now. And right now, He's adding some smudges. And I don't understand it. And maybe you're going through something similar, where all you can see is the rain. And it hurts. And you're feeling the pressure. And you're feeling the negativity. It's okay to feel. You're going to feel. But if I could just remind you that He's just adding some detail to the bigger picture, and you will make it through. You are going to defeat this. You are going to get to the other side of it. If you just take one step and place it in front of the other. If you choose to look around you and see the positive instead of the negative. If you choose to look beyond the rain and see the light shining in on a smiling face that you made happen. Or maybe you should make yourself make a smiling face, even if it's just your own. Good will come if you just keep pressing on. So to the one that is facing the rain will pass. And then will come a rainbow and blue skies. And you'll see the bigger picture in the end. Sincerely, Melody.